Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
What's up, my wonderful world of YouTube? My name's Chris. You guys are tuned in to Motivated Living. You're going to ride with me. Gotta make a quick run. I figure I could talk to my YouTube fam on the drive. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Smiling, happy, staying warm and cozy. It's cold where I'm at. And, you know me, I'm going to make the best of it. I want to share today some things been running in the back of my mind here lately. Famous words of somebody's material I've studied for a while now, Mr. Tony Robbins. How you doing, Tony? If you're watching, appreciate your inspiration, man. Keep doing what you're doing. So many times we as people look at things that need to be done as negative. You know, like today, I don't really want to have to run to the bank. I really didn't want to go nowhere other than work tonight. You know, and I could have been bitter about it and said, man, I have to go do this. You know, I have to. Like tonight at work, you know, I have to go to work tonight. Man, I have to do laundry. Anything, whether it be a chore or something we don't particularly look forward to doing, looking at it in a matter of, man, I have to go do this, finds a way of stealing your joy. And what I had learned from watching Mr. Tony Robbins, or listening, one of the two, it's been a while back, and I've been actually practicing this for probably a good year now. Instead of looking at it and saying, I have to, I challenge each and every one of y'all to change that outlook and start saying, I get to. So I get to go drive to the bank right now. I get to go to work tonight. I get to do my laundry. You know, put it in a better perspective, there's some people who do not get to do those things. I know people without cars who can't drive. I know people without bank accounts. Well, not really. I have known in the past. I know people who do not get to go to work. And not out of a choice. You know, hate to put his business out here, but I know there's a good chance he's probably not watching because he's not a big fan of YouTube. But my father-in-law, this man loved working and loved making that money. He had a series of health issues come. Some heart attacks and stents, and then one of the doctors did a boo-boo and messed with a toe, what they shouldn't have, in the position he was in because he was laid up recovering from a heart attack and a stent, and in turn got a really nasty infection and ended up losing his leg. One of the most hard-working people I've ever known. Now he does not get to go to work. So it's all perspective. You know, that man would give anything to be able to go to work. To be able to say, I get to go to work today. Just some food for thought, y'all. And again, it's a challenge. I challenge y'all for a day or two. Instead of saying, I have to when it comes to those things you really don't want to do, say, I get to. And then maybe you'll start seeing the blessing in them. And it won't seem like a hindrance. And won't be able to steal your joy as much because you're going to shift that perspective, how you're looking at things. Mindset really is everything. It really is. Positivity is key. And it'll really get you a lot farther when you start focusing on positive aspects instead of negative aspects. And coming from a person who's had a very negative history in life, to where over time, because change is a process, not an immediate event. So like, we didn't get to thinking certain ways or behaving certain ways overnight. And I don't care if you're talking about addiction. I don't care if you're talking about profanity, smoking, anything that can be deemed not positive. It didn't happen overnight. So you're not going to change overnight. So with that in mind, one day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. And I say it again. I think that's the third time. I challenge y'all to start saying that today. Right now. If you got to work tonight, I don't have to go to work tonight. I get to go to work tonight. So you can start shifting that perspective. I get to make dinner for my family tonight, which it's already in the oven doing its thing while I'm running this errand real quick. So, other than that, I'm going to let y'all back to your days. I thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to watch. If you're not already subscribed, I invite you to do so now. Subscribe, because there's plenty of content like this. You know, this is what I do. That's why I started Motivated Living. If I can help somebody, help change some perspective, help somebody have a better day, better life, give back. If I remember the phrase right, President Kennedy said, it's not what our country can do for us, it's what can you do for your country. Well, now I'm saying it's not what your fellow human being can do for you, what can you do for your fellow human beings? It's also said, to be able to love others, you first must learn to love yourself. So keep that in mind. Mindset. Love yourself. Be blessed. You guys have a good day. You guys are sitting there watching YouTube. You dig? You're able to watch YouTube. You get to watch YouTube right now. Some people don't get that. So, as always, thank you guys so much. I hope to see y'all back, and I hope you got something out of this. And if you did, don't be shy. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know your take on it. And if you try this, come back in a week, feel free to let me know. How is it working for you? It helps me a lot. That's why I'm sharing it. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good day. Be blessed. Peace.
Motivated living.
Change is on the horizon.